all doing fine. Right, just a quick intro really. You might remember a few weeks ago I ended up on the Tarantula Tubers Saturday night takeaway. I was invited up, got the question right on the wheel anyway. Me and Midgard Arachnids, Widgit, we went against each other in a bit of fun and games. Some random stuff. Trying to get a taxi to France was one of the things I tried to do. Anyway, it was all, if you check the video, it was all fun and games and beer really. So anyway, the result of it was that I won a £50 voucher for Spider Planet. So I'd been looking on their website a few days prior actually, and I'd seen some things that I wanted, so I put that £50 voucher to some cash of my own, put an order in, and I'm going to show you now what I've got. So I hope you like it. I'll see you at the end. Cheers. So as you see, quite a nice haul out of the box there. I've put a list on screen. I'm not going to rattle them all off. You can pause it if you want to look, but we'll get straight into the rehousings. And this is the Haplocosmia Himalayana, or the Himalayan Earth Tiger. I do have another sling of these that I received recently from Weird and Wonderful as well. And you see a little tiny thing, but they do grow to be an awesome looking tarantula. And the next one is a Ceratogyros dalingi. Now I have owned one of these in the past. It matured out male and I sent them off for breeding, so it'll be cool if this one turns out to be a female. I do like the Ceratogyros genus. I've got 4 or 5 different species from it already, and this is another one to add. You see him staring me down. Next we have the ornithoctonus species Uthaitani, or Utaitani, I believe it is. I don't know much about this species other than it's an Asian fossorial, so I've set it up. Plenty of damp substrate, a little hide and some moss, and we'll see how it goes over the next few months. And here we have the Selenocosmia kovariki, and again, this isn't a species that I've kept before, this is new to me. There we have it, split second, there it was, gone. At this point I was just doing my best to stop it going up the sleeves and keep it actually on the hand. But it does go in, and I did pull that tissue out a little while later on. Next up we have the Omothymus shortae, or shortae, I still can't say that. I'm usually pretty good with the binomial names, but this one just gets me every time. You see, this one went in pretty easily, nice and chilled, just how we like it. And then finally we move on to the Chelobrachus species Electric Blue. Again, I do have another sling I've had for about 18 months. It's about 1.5 inches at the moment, maybe a little bit bigger than this one. You see this one, once he moves, is pretty active. So at this point I'd added a few bits and bobs into the corner, as you'll see. Managed to get it cupped over. Considered using the brush or the bit of wire again, and then decided against it. So there you have it, Chilobrachus species, electric blue. And now we move on. This is the Phonopelma simani male, the striped-kneed tarantula. This is a sub-adult, he hasn't matured yet. You'll notice I've got gloves on here because I've owned my very first tarantula, funnily enough, was in a Phonopelma simani, and all it did was flick hairs. So I got myself prepared with the gloves as it was. In this instance I probably didn't need them. He was quite well behaved, as you'll see. A little bit curious, so I decided safest way, cup him over, pull the tissue out. And now we just give him a gentle nudge. Just to bring him down. You see those back legs have hit the ground, and he's quite happy to carry on. Moving down. There we have him. And there you see him in all his glory. And again, a little photograph. I think you'll agree, really nice looking tarantula. And this was a day or so later. I'd let him settle in, and then we gave him a bit of a feed. The white powder on the crickets is just some sort of calcium powder stuff. I was feeding the leopard gecko at the time, and these were left from that, so I dropped them in with him. As you see, this last one, well, it basically took itself to its own doom. Natural selection, I suppose, eh? But yeah, there you are. He catches that one, brings him out, and that's the male. Next we have the female. And you see there, she's a really good size. You see, even with all the sort of juddering
and shaken. There was no sort of response. She was pretty calm. And again, you see, cracking looking tarantula. We just test the response here with the brush. And you'll see she's really calm. See, what I actually decided to do was just lift the tissue and walk her backwards from underneath, so I do apologise for blocking the view, but you see why I've done it. There she is, the entrance to her burrow, looking awesome. View of her. See the stripes on those legs, and here we have, I think that again this was a day or so later, quick feeding clip. It's not the best of footage if I'm honest, my hand was a little bit shaky and I was looking here, there and everywhere. I think at the time I didn't really concentrate, but yeah, there we have her. Nice close up, the Aphonopelma female, the striped knee tarantula.
So yeah, I think you'll agree. Cracking bunch of purchases. I mean, it depends how you want to look at it. You could say that I just used the voucher towards my overall purchases, or I bought the Simanis myself and used the voucher to buy the mystery box. But yeah, I was well happy with everything. Everything's settled in. I'll obviously do some updates as things move on, keep you updated as to everything goes on, and hopefully further down the line, once that male matures, I'm going to have a crack at trying to breed the Aphonopelma simani, so I'll repair them and hopefully we'll get a successful egg sac. So anyway, that's enough from me. I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Ta-ra.